This example is going to show you how to put a picture in a frame. Every picture you do does not always fit into a frame. You don't want to spend a small fortune custom matting or having a custom frame made. This is Elements 15 that I have. This will work with other versions such as Photoshop. I have this image here. I go to Image. I'm going to click on Resize, Image Size. I want to put this in an 8x10 frame. Also remember that a lot of times the aperture or the opening is a little bit smaller, like 9 3/4 by 7 3/4. But let's get to work on this, okay? I want this to fit exactly in here. A lot of times you lose part of the image. I'm going to go into File. I'm going to say New, blank file, or Control N. And what I'm going to do here, I will call this Longwood Gardens. This is where it was taken this winter. That way you could save it later on, know the folder here. So what I want to do here, I want to make it like 8x10 inches. And I'm going to make it 8. It's actually 10 inches wide, 8 inches high. And I'm going to do this 300 dpi. I want it to match the dpi in the original thing here. And I'm going to say background color. I could go in here and just say white. I could change the color later. I have that, okay? I've got this picture here. I drag it in. It's not going to, it's going to be a little bit too big. I'm going to resize this image, resize, image size. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to make it like 9 1/4. It's a little smaller. I want to go and put this in here. I click on the Move tool. Make sure you do this in the expert mode. That's what they did with the newer ones here. So I've got the picture here, and I'm trying to get it in there just right. And I'm going to show you how to get this positioned in here. It's not quite centered. So what I do, I click in here. Hold down the control key, click in there. What I want to do is do my alignments. I say center. And then I go middle. Everything is positioned. A lot of times you might want a little bit more at the top here. So I just click on that layer. Pull it up just a little bit here. Let's say I want another color for the background. And what I do here, this shows colors here. And I could experiment with this. I could say I might like this red here. I click in here. I have the eyedropper. And I say, okay. Now I want to fill it in. This here, that's the gradient tool. I want the paint bucket. I click inside here. I've got that in here. I might want a different color. Other thing you could do here, let's say you want to put a double border around it. It's no longer going to be 8x10, but we can change that size in a moment. I'm going to click on, it's like a double mat, image, resize, canvas size. What I'm going to do is click on relative, and I want to add maybe a 1/2 inch border here. And it shows the canvas extension color here, background here. Let's say I want to make it black. I say okay. So I've got that in here, but let's say I don't want that black. I might want a green. What I could do, I'm on the paint bucket here. I could switch this thing here. I could find like a dark green. Go here. Now make sure you select the background, okay? I click inside here. I now have the green. If I don't like it, I can undo. You now want to resize this to 8x10. Image, resize, image size. It's now a little bit too big. All I have to do is type in a 10 here. It's going to resize the other one. So it's going to go a hair over. But when you print it out, it should fit what I always say, if you're going to put it in a stock frame that you get for $3 or $4, whatever, at the local craft store, I would probably, or what I do, I measure it. I resize, image size, and what I'm going to do here, I know it's like 9 3/4 inches or so. That way, when I print it out, I have something that slips right into the frame. Instantly, you've got a gift to give to somebody or something you could hang on your wall.